Church, this story shows us that the healing that Jesus offers changes our condition. But it's our gratitude to God that changes our whole lives. So to talk about the impact of the healing that Jesus gave to these leprous men, we have to remember that leprosy just wasn't a disease. It was so much more. It was also a social death. To be healed of leprosy meant you could go home, right? It meant you could hug your children if you had them, or your wife, or your family that you had to leave. You could go back to the temple and worship again. Could you imagine being kept out of church because you have a disease? Friends, I don't know if you remember, but it wasn't all that long ago. If you had AIDS, you weren't welcome in churches. It's something that still happens in our recent past. If you had a very specific disease, you're not welcome. It meant you could go to work again. It meant that you might be able to provide for your family in a way that you've not been able to for years or decades. It meant that you could belong to your community again. Guys, that is a major, major deal. We were not made to be individuals. As much as this American individuality has kind of taught us that everything is our own and we are brought up on our brute. No. We rely on one another for so much. Jesus in this moment didn't just fix their skin. Jesus restores to them their humanity. And here's the twist. The 9 got their health back, but the one who comes back and gives thanks to Jesus gets his health and his soul back because he returned to the source of the healing. Church, we don't just believe in a Jesus who restores what we've lost. We believe in a Jesus who restores who we are and who we're meant to be.